All right. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
The monster Typhon, he has known defeat before. He has since grown in size and strength and fury. Yet I hold to every faith you shall emerge victorious against him, little star. Look forth. Lunar Ray.
Lord Ares, I know mortal warriors often would make offerings to you before their battles to the death. I likewise wish to pay you my respects. No mercy for our foes.
I shall not take such honors without giving in return, especially from one who understands my work. A living weapon such as you ought to have this.
This I accept from you, my lord.
To have driven back the father of all monsters is a monumental achievement, my kin. But the war is not yet won, which means still greater victories await, perhaps with the occasional ignoble defeat.
Heading in. Time zone there. To better light my way. Oh.
Do not depart just yet. Where next? My claim. Let me help you. Rest easy now. Well done.
bloody monster down. Ah, if only I could have seen. You're really something else, hot stuff. Of course, our good friend Typhon's already begun on his climb back up. We'll just have to make it extra tough for him.
Fired up. To go. In the name of Hades. Right.
I saw him tumble down the dark side of the mountain to the bottom and go boom. Then later saw him slowly get back up and roar more angrily than ever. But hey.
Sure. Pure water.
Look to my light nearby.
Go, Tula. Come on out. This is a neck biter.
Gold is a fascinating metal, is it not? Mortals often fought and killed over the stuff. Only the rarest gemstones from your father's domain appeal to them more.
Where you going?
I remember back when we first met, you seemed enormous. Much bigger than most any other foe I'd ever faced. But now, you're hardly any match for me.
Aw, thanks. And I remember back when first we met, my sleeping schedule was completely out of whack, but it's all better now. And I've still got my figure. Enormous, was it?
That's all a matter of perspective, as I've learned. For instance, you're quite minuscule in comparison to the father of all monsters, Typhon. He's properly enormous.
I'll have to take your word for it. Anyways, just how big can he be? No more than 3 square meals worth if I had to guess. Been too long since I had some monster meat. What's that?
tired out. There. Come on, Tula. This way. Out of my way.
Package here.
Special delivery.
The path you face.
The path across the sky.
Young lady, I had my doubts about you coming all this way to lend your aid. We ought to be capable enough to drive back Typhon on our own. But our latest battle with him might have gone differently if not for you.
Now for the next one. Bearing set.
See all those Chronos ships trudging this way, Witchy? Most of them already sunk before, over many times. They and their dead crews keep coming back to haunt us. Now that's some dedicated service, eh?
Change of course. In we go.
brother over me. Where do you think he gets his gear?
Here he comes. Spilled half my blood back there.
All right, we're squared away for now and break time's over. Back to work.
My silver's come alive. Tula, fish. It's over. Don't pinch me, you.
Dearie.
Come on, sticklers. Go, Tula. All right, Tula. Greater strength. Solid ground ahead. You're really never going to get out of my way, are you, Eris? You'd rather Typhon lay Mount Olympus to ruin. Although at that point, I suppose this war would end.
It sure would. But after that, things might not get too orderly for a while, and who knows what Typhon does from there. Think of the possibilities, babe. Watch your step, babe. That was mine. We just want to be friends. Here comes my favorite part. Nice try. Come here, babe. enough. Can't drag me back to hell without a fight.
See you, Strive. Tucked away. Now the climb. I'm here.
Valuable for you.
Caught out. This is a star sailor. They got through. I grow strong. Lady Demeter! Now!
This is over! Well fought.
Lady Athena.
The limits of my light.
Cousin, after much consideration, I admit the best plan that I have for stopping Typhon at this point is to rely on you. The next best alternative available would be most dire.
Lord Uncle Zeus alluded to some force that could potentially defeat that monster, but bring great harm to Olympus in the process. Is that the alternative you mean?
It is. My energies, as you can see, are focused on repelling our enemy's forces here. But it seems I shall also have to dissuade my father from taking a catastrophic course, if but to buy you time. I'm counting on you. We all are. What shall it be?
Let's do it.
Typhon awaits.
All quiet. Olympus, I accept this message. Let's pick up the pace. Back in one piece, Talos? You picked the wrong target. Blood and darkness. Some adamant. Excellent. Olympus, I accept this message.
Agent of Change.
Tell me, Titan, do you recall a mortal woman by the name of Dora? Her shade responded strangely when I mentioned you, but can't seem to remember what you did.
Let's leave it be, Agent of Change. That old Shade's latent memories have more to do with gods and their deceptions than with anything I did.
Elaborate. Tell me what happened to her. You keep blaming everything on the gods, as though all this is solely their responsibility.
Oh, on the contrary. I take responsibility for mortal kind. But for all their failings, vices, and downfalls, I am not to blame. Nor is this Dora. You tell her I said that. Agent of Change, but first... combust. You wretched gods. Compared to what I have withstood before, this was nothing at all. Was there nothing I could have done?
Go lick your wounds. I can use this.
Such terrifying might.
All yours.
What happened here? Ominous. Come on out. Nasty storm gullet. Next floor. It's that broodling. Or a twin. Cry to your father.
If there's one thing I learned from my strong-armed nephew here, dearie, it's that you always have to strike while the iron's still hot. Now, come on, hop to it, Hephaestus, my lad.
I'm hopping, lady, yeah. Though if you keep on turning up the heat in here, then this whole forge is gonna blow and take the rest of the damn mountain with it too. And what would Witchy have to fight for then?
Gold coins. Come, you monsters. How about this? Thank you, Selene. One with Selene. return shortly. With the grace of the moon.
The stars align.
Hey, Em. Don't fret too much about Pop's palace up there, Em. Old Typhon's big and strong and all, but he can't crush what he can't see. Well, not as easily as if he could see it.
That's not entirely assuring. So, Lord Uncle Zeus and the rest have concealed the seat of power, leaving Typhon to direct his fury at this fortress.
Yep, more or less. They figured that if we have to take on Typhon, and we do, this is the perfect spot. After all, it's a long way down from the summit. A quick way down, mind.
Should be useful.
I've returned!
Strong but not immune. So this is how monsters are made.
That monster shall not climb another stone.
Lord Zeus! Quickly now!
We'll hold the palace. Keep him occupied.
Keep pushing. Olympus is secure. Gemstones. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. Dawn. First we settle things here, then Kronos last. They're here.
Greetings.
Blessings to you.
Typhon is not backing down, though we shall drive him back. Each night he deigns to threaten us, if that is what it takes.
Either that, or we could probably destroy him, along with this mountain and a good portion of the surrounding countryside. Although, where would we live thereafter?
We needn't weigh that possibility at all, Hera, my dear. Best not to even speak of it. Melinoi assured us Typhon could be dealt with in a different way.
I'd not intended to make promises on that account, Lord Uncle, though I shall do everything in my power to ensure Olympus stands while Typhon falls.
Do as you must, Melinoi. We shall be waiting to hear word of your success, and you can count on all our blessings on the way.
Fare you well.
Farewell.
Your song is such a welcome sound after a hard night's climb, cousin. It nearly makes me forget the troubles we're dealing with. All this light, however, I'm not used to yet.
We're not much used to it here either for how dark it's been of late. Though let's get you back before it drains you more. Take care now.
Lord Uncle Zeus. Should Typhon rise again, I shall return. Return to Shadow now. We're getting somewhere. A satisfactory result that time, wouldn't you say?
You know how late it is?
Dora, I hope you don't mind, but I asked Prometheus himself about this old connection that you feel. He's cagey with his words, but does seem to remember you in turn.
Oh. Kind of weird of you to do that, especially since it sounds like he's trying to kill your family up there, but thanks. What do you say?
Well, he said he's not to blame for mortal kind's failings and such, and that neither are you, and asked I tell you so on his behalf. Before attacking me, per usual, of course.
Whew, that's a relief. All this time, I figured if there's any two individuals responsible for all the badness mortals have to deal with, it's Prometheus and me. We're talking stomach aches, heartaches, taxation, lying, cheating. You name it.
It's utter nonsense, but do you have any idea what he could have meant?
Nope. But since you're the one who's talking to him on the regular, maybe you could ask. Now that we're curious.
We'll figure this out.
Heard the good news.
The prophecy of Typhon's return. Was your interpretation that the gods were going to prevail or not? Or was there any detail you recall that we might use to our advantage?
Well, there was lightning, which I took to represent Zeus. The earth seemed to shake, recalling Poseidon, and a red spear reminiscent of your father's, piercing the storm. But even these specifics don't seem to pertain to the matter at hand.
A red spear, huh?
What did you do now? Got me fair and square again, Trouble. More than a couple times. Starting to think maybe I'm losing it, you know?
Oh, you poor thing. Please, let me cheer you up so you'll proceed to fight against me even harder than before.
You mock me when I'm vulnerable. Fine. But don't expect to cry on this shoulder when things take a turn for the worse when it comes to your stuff. Out of my face.
We welcome you.
This one.
Dissolution of time. Disintegration of monstrosity. Connected incantations, negating that which has already come to pass. And violently, terrible use of our craft.
It is. You always said such power ought never to be used save when no other possibility avails itself. Perhaps not even then. How did you discover such incantations? You practically know more of Kronos than he does himself.
When I learned of what Kronos had done to you and the rest, I refused to accept it, but I studied him nevertheless. Power always contains the secrets of its own undoing.
Even his and Typhon's.
Even his and Typhon's.
Anything stand out? Let's try this on.
All right, hold on.
Hello there.
This thing should make whoever's near it even busier.
Isn't there something you can do to talk some sense into Eris? Get her out of my blasted way to Olympus. Or failing that, pin her in an armbar or a leg lock, perhaps?
Won't waste my time with her at all, though the armbar or leg lock do have a certain appeal. Not seen her flying through the underworld lately, have you?
Not other than these crossroads. Though what's your point? That I should stay out of her way as well as focus solely on Kronos below? It's not so simple for me anymore.
Didn't say it was. But if you don't want to deal with Eris, you could always stick to your main objective. Or just leave it to me, like you should have in the first place.
Duly noted.
Success.
Your old adversary Polyphemus wanted me to give you a message on his behalf. Though, come to think, I'm uncertain what he wanted me to say. Perhaps just kick you savagely.
Sounds like the Cyclops that I used to know, all right. My crew and I, we were his captives for a while, and his food supply. I found a way to get us out of there, but it was ugly.
He calls you Nobody. How did he come to know you by that name?
Nobody took his eye, Goddess. I gave to him a name that wouldn't make a lick of sense when he called over to his mates for help. We had to try.
He has mates.
Perhaps not anymore.
Ready to come out?
Garlic there?
Grow and flourish.
Ah, that's a nice touch.
Now say the words.
Your rage, monster, shall spill from you like blood. Your life force all consumed within that flood.
There. Now wield that power at the summit.
Negation from the present, for unraveling the past. All right, Typhon. Perhaps this night shall be your last. The Arcana. I finally understand. So that's it.
So, what's up?
Grave Thirst activated. What would Chaos have me do?
There's no way she could. Oh, hey! You have repeatedly knocked Typhon from his perch. Mayhaps the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
I've never thought of it that way before, Commander, but you're right. The Cyclops Polyphemus also falls quite hard.
Because of his size, you see.
Welcome to your new abode. Unfinished business here.
Zeus, he says you made it all the way up to our palace, niece, and sent the monster Typhon howling to the earth. Forgive my absence. All too many water bodies to defend.
Area clear. Hit me then. So quiet.
Do as you will. I understand the being you call Typhon presents a significant problem for the Olympians, and now also for you. I had not necessarily expected he and Kronos would join forces. Perhaps this is why I could not detect Typhon's reawakening. I understand and accept.
Shades are getting out of there. Black coat grows strong. Death to Kronos. I call upon the moon and draw you down.
You braved the surface and the ardor of the journey to the mountain of the gods, then somehow withstood that monstrous being risen from the past. You are even more than I imagined, little star. On this phase, I can see you may direct the lunar ray.
Next up. Greater focus. Just a couple of these left. My Chaos Boon just changed.
Your poor father. You must have been the jewel in his eye, only to have been ripped away. He would have been so very proud. Well, perhaps not proud as such. He was never big on taking pride in anything, now that I think on it. I'm proud of you, at least.
Thrown our enemies upon this mountain into turmoil. Even now they attempt to regroup, but with your continued effort, we may drive them back.
Let's get the lay of the land. Olympus, I accept this message. Clean.
Do you see?
Tula, catch. Victory. A little cheers for that, Tula.
I wanted this to be a surprise, love. Who could possibly ask for a better outcome opening up some plain old bag, only to find me waiting there with outstretched arms?
Wow.
I see you. You could have had my friendship, a couple of my sheep, but instead, you spit my eye.
I have done no such thing. I merely need access to the docks. Yet you insist on getting in my way.
Put yourself in my sandals. What would you do? You'd say, I don't like the way you're treating me. I am gonna eat you.
This way. To be unseen is to be unscathed. As the shadows dance. More sticklers.
Choose your path.
Iron.
Golden Duster, welcome. That awful storm enveloping the Mountain of the Gods, why, just the other night it cleared, all brilliant moonlight in its place. I thought perchance you had achieved what you'd set out to do. But now you're back, and so's the storm.
It turns out the father of all monsters is not particularly easy to dissuade. I don't know who wants his vengeance against Lord Zeus more, Typhon, Prometheus, or Kronos.
Our Lady Hecate and you seek vengeance of your own. You've met Charybdis in the rift here, yes? An all-consuming force. When I imagine vengeance, all I see is that engulfing maw. Then very well.
Thank you.
Shall we go, please?
New course needs to be set.
You have this, man.
Let's do it.
You all right?
Hello.
As a mortal kid confined to a tower, I was relatively well provided for, but this... I know better than to envy the gods, especially with what they're going through lately. But they definitely know their drink.
The gods have always lived well, but your own life was so short and difficult. You must still have a lot of making up to do, and I thought maybe this could help.
There's some catastrophic storm brewing at the top of Olympus. Can't get anywhere near it. What's happening up there?
That storm conceals the real threat. Kronos awakened the father of all monsters and set him loose. These forces we're fighting, they're just a stalling tactic and a feint.
You're saying that's bloody Typhon? Oh, God. Since I was young, I prayed to all of you for safety and good fortune from my tower. Now it's you yourselves who'd better pray.
No, we're going to destroy that thing. I don't yet know all that requires, though prayer most likely won't be necessary.
Well, then I'll pray just in case. Figure it couldn't hurt. Just please be careful, Melly. And before you go, take one of these.
I'm grateful, Icarus. Illumination.
By grace of night.
Hear me, on my authority. This does not belong to you. The end of the path. Sailing on. Enough. What's Hermes offering this eve? Shamblers. Come on, cat. Not a chance. Special delivery.
You're really helping tip the scales here. Broke through the siege and gave our relatives a minute of reprieve. Still isn't over mine, but we can get there soon enough, I think.
Good to see you here, my lord. In the name of Hades. Surging on.
You're here. Okay, what in the hell is that you've got on, babe? You could use a change of style, sure, but this is way out there.
Oh, you must be referring to the black coat. You're right that it's not necessarily my preference for attire, but it's not primarily for show. You'll understand in a moment.
Wait, I remember the black coat. So that's what it looks like? And I thought the adamant rail looked ridiculous. Nyx had such bad taste. Things are heating up. I'm out. I've had it. This is gonna hurt. Hey, what gives? That'll work. All right, enough. One last gasp. Return to shadow now?
Much better. A golden apple. Now the climb. Should I change things up? Cold up here. Hail, almighty chaos. Stronger. No escape.
You found a specimen.
Acceptable. Tula, be my guest. It's over. Another crystal. Lady Hestia! The gods. In the name of Hades. coin for Charon. I'd like a word with Lord Hephaestus about you. Mindless machinery and nothing more.
Well, I don't see why not. Look, everyone!
What if you couldn't feast any longer? Imagine something so dire that it forced you to put a stop to this way of life. Brought ruin to everything you hold dear.
I know what you're trying to do, baby, and it isn't gonna work. I've tuned out every bit of negativity, including yours. And since I'm a good host, I'm still gonna give you this. Cool.
Withstood that chaos curse I had. I don't wish to be just some ungrateful guest. I know you have your customs here, and I have studied them. So please, for all your cheer and generosity.
Whoa, this is nectar. It's the real thing. We could use every drop that we can get. Then here is something for my most distinguished guests, of which I have decided you are one.
I'm most grateful, and wish I could stay for the festivities. More Sky Drakens. A sudden surge.
I see everything.
Oh. Look out below. Lady Demeter! Fuego! Here. One more chamber. You make me want to doubt myself less frequently, Lady Aphrodite. You wouldn't mind another offering?
Your offering is more than welcome, love. And come to think, it's been entirely too long since someone showered me with praise.
Hear me, on my authority. Who else? All right. Viable enough. The power of Kacinth.
Gods. My master does not realize what will become of him once all is said and done. Do you? How abhorrent to try and steal away one's immortality.
I've truly heard it all. A thief lecturing me about stealing. Kronos took my family and more. He should realize what shall become of him.
Your father's father. You share some of his ancient lineage and his obsession with the inevitable. Come get what you desire then, but one outcome awaits as you continue down this path. Fight now. flame shall not spare you or any god. Ignite. done what needed to be done. Now you go do the same. This too shall pass.
Enough of his foresight. Gold coins. Tula, go for it. And caught. Looks like a lamprey. These two again. For you. I'll deal with your father next. I think not. How many more of those does Typhon have?
Darkness guiding.
Hey, make short work of the big guy up there.
Victory! It's a chimerid. More scales.
Your father was custodian of all the dead, so are we responsible for the rest of the world. The hour has grown dark, yes, but we have the power to restore. Thanks be to my good sister Demeter.
The time for restoration always comes, as does the spring. But we're amidst a long winter, without an end in sight. We need concern ourselves with naught else, O Queen.
Strength reborn.
This is for you.
Better. Show yourself! This is it. I just need to weaken him.
Another lightning bolt for you, Typhon.
They're here. Right now.
The surface is no place for you, my girl.
Oh, so near the top. Typhon's going to tear that mountain to the ground, unless... The Titan has your family in his thrall, or worse. What has he done with them?
Hey.
Dora, couldn't help but notice that my jar collection wasn't sorted properly. Are you trying to subtly drive me mad?
No. Although now that you put it that way, maybe in the future, yes. I was working on minor possessions and your mushroom bottle kind of slipped. So I put it back.
You put it incorrectly back. Just tell me of such things next time, would you?
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Welcome back.
So...
The Queen of Olympus favors you. Are you all right, Princess? I'm realizing that whenever you return, it's likely due to some unfortunate result. One I might have easily anticipated in the past, but not anymore.
I'm fine, Lord Moros. Thank you for asking. I'm fairly accustomed to such outcomes at this point. It's interesting to know the fates are not forcing it along, that it's all in my control, and all my fault.
Well, now that you mention it, I can't entirely be sure the fates have no more influence at all. How frustrating, not knowing whether our actions have been preordained or not.
I try not to think on it too much.
You're awake. Were the heights of Olympus all that you imagined at the palace of Lord Zeus? If you're to overcome such hardships to reach that point, the view had best be worth the while.
The palace grounds were like nothing I've ever beheld. Though everything was so vivid, I scarce could see it all. I felt as though I didn't belong there.
That you do not. Well, as long as your mountain relatives showed you a bit of hospitality in the brief time you had.
They did, but I'm glad I'm back.
About time.
So just how much trouble are you in for mouthing off to Headmistress Nem? That was utterly disrespectful, even for you.
Well, looks like I've got a lot more guard duty ahead of me. But it was worth it. Help balance out you sucking up to her all the time.
It figures you have no ability to distinguish between basic courtesy and what you call sucking up.
You're just a tool to her, you know.
You all right?
Full grown.
tall fellow over there by that big tapestry type thing, isn't that Doom? He seems friendlier than I imagined, judging by the way the two of you are getting on.
Lord Moros is our guest, and that tapestry beside him holds the will of the three fates. His family's in a similar predicament to mine. Would you like to meet him?
Oh, no, we've met before. Though I don't think he'd remember me. It's for the best. I just didn't expect to see him again, let alone here. I'm glad he's all right.
He is. Our cauldron. Just checking up on you. Recycle, please, broker. There.
I know the sound of that gate well.
How is the morale amongst all your disciples recently, Commander? Prometheus and Typhon present imposing threats that may shake even the greatest resolve.
Yeah, they're fine. Just look at them, brave as you're gonna get. No matter what catastrophe should come to pass, it's just another night to us here.
We're trying to prevent catastrophe, not let it become the norm. Well, please let me know if anything changes. We need you all at your best.
Hear that, you slackers? Better bring your best around.